What makes you angry?
What makes me angry? You know, I like to think that a lot of my anger is righteous anger, but I'm so screwed up. I can't trust that. I think I just grew up as an angry man. I've spent my whole life really trying to surrender that to God. I think probably most of my anger is with me. Just the fact that I know what to do and don't do it. I don't practice what I preach. Man, I tell you, I just keep hoping one day I'll get saved, you know. I mean, I really kind of live in that reality. That's probably my main anger, and then I project that on God, and I project that on other people. But, you know, he's been good to me.
What breaks your heart?
There's lots of things. Where we live now, there was a homeless guy who I picked up from a dump, actually, and took him home with us. And he's left us and come back and left us, come back probably 1,000 times. He's real smart. He's managed to sign me up for every pornographic TV channel and downloaded all sorts of stuff on my computers. I go, you're not even literate. How do you do all this stuff? Like, it's been, but at the end of the day, I watch him go back again and again, even though God has been unbelievably inviting to him. And it breaks my heart. I look at him and I go, oh man, I know what could be. And yet, you know, God never gets him in a half Nelson and says, we have ways of making you come to life. It's the nature of this invitation that people can actually even see it and then say no. And so, but then, you know, then I look at that and I go, oh God, that's me. Like, I look at that guy and I see me. And then I realize how much I break God's heart, you know, and that probably breaks my heart more than anything else. I go, I am a schmuck, you know. Oh, man.
What makes your soul sing?
Black music. Any kind of African American or international. I think I'm a very repressed white guy, you know. A real severe father, God bless him, he's gone now, but a lot of sort of repression over my life, a lot of my emotions sort of crushed, so, you know, battled with suicide, so a lot of anger, so my emotions are there somewhere. You know, mainly it's my grandchildren that enable me to find them. And I go, I do feel, I must be alive. Those kinds of things make my soul sing. And I go, I'm going to be in that section of heaven for the first 1,000 years at least, you know.
What was it like to hold your grandchildren?
Just amazing. Especially after burying a number of them, you know, the pain, the agony. I see when we buried our first son. At that point in time, I really believed it was God punishing me, and it just crushed me. I thought, I will never be able to perform well enough for you. Like, shoot, the only thing I'm good at is being bad. I might as well go do that, you know. But now that I realize that none of that was true, it hasn't necessarily made the agony of, even watching my daughter lose children and just seeing the agony in her and not being able to do anything about it, and deep questions tugging at me. So then to see the victory, to see a life born, you know, man, you hold those little ones, and it's unbelievable, isn't it? Well, you've looked into the eyes of your children, and all time stops, and you go, there's nothing more important right now than just looking at this child and loving them. And that's taught me more about God than anything. I mean, a lot of my life was all about getting stuff done. And I realized that, you know, lots of times God says, shoot, I mean, we've been at this thousands of years. Do you think we're going to wrap this thing this week? Like, take a break. You know, let's just look at each other. Give me stay still so we can just enjoy each other. So my grandkids, I think have really helped me to realize how God sees me. Because at times, you see, I would get such incredible emotion. I feel like I'm going to burst. I love those kids so much. Just like, and then I go, well, that's God feeling towards me, which is unbelievable when you stop to think of that. You know?